I'm the best, man. I did it.
Cursed to live a life stuck between man and monster, Dinosaur Man is a stranger in a strange land filled with danger and excitement. Fighting the beast within to become a hero is no easy task. Joining him on his quest is Spaz, a cute and cunning cat person, and the beautiful Telexis, a warrior slave girl with a troubled story of her own. A cavalcade of odd, alluring, and downright evil characters awaits our heroes. Read the webtoon today on these fine platforms. You and your kids will love it.
Educated guess, I'd say that man is alive.
Come with me and see what I see. The terrible worlds that lie between. The realm observed and the realms unseen, where the dark things live while you dream. Unconditional Shove, the new horror sci-fi graphic novel anthology series, featuring 2 stories and over 80 pages of compelling, action-packed, terrifying fun. Unconditional Shove Volume 1, a graphic novel for all you lovers of the strange, macabre, and creepy things that we all know exist in the shadows of our universe. Unconditional Shove. Back in today on Indiegogo.
The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life,
Stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Swift, fearless, deadly. These are the men of the Military Assistance Command. They do the jobs the others don't dare to. Trained in the lethal arts. You'll never see them coming. But if you're lucky, you might just hear them rocking. Now, to regain their freedom, they have to take out the assassin clan. that made them the Rock and Roll Ninja. Get your copy today.
Yup, 日本一
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your man Jay. Thanks for tuning in to the weekly JBot Art Jam. Before we get started, I just want to remind you guys, MightyBotStudio.com. That's where you can get pictures, posters, t-shirts, ups, mugs with my artwork on it. Also, we'll take you to the Twitterverse, the YouTube sphere, and the Instagram landscape. Before we get started, though, we did a poll. I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you guys real quick. And let's go ahead and share that. So I did a poll on Twitter, determining what we're gonna draw tonight, and I'm gonna share that with you guys. And we had it was a pretty big landslide, honestly. So here we go. It looks like at 57.4% out of 61 votes, we got the Little MERCmaid. That's what we're going to be drawing tonight. So we're going to be drawing the Little MERCmaid. And let me go ahead and share that information with you. If you want more information on that, that is littlemercmaid.com. Launches this month, May 19th, on fundmycomic.com. And we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and share that with you as well, so you guys can see the information on that. But you can definitely see that on littlemercmaid.com, where you could sign up right now, get on that email list, and be notified. I'm sure they got some neat little goodies for you guys as well. Usually that's what they do when you have signups. So we're going to go ahead and share that with you real quick. Again, if you haven't had a chance yet, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. If you haven't subscribed, like, share this out, so we can get more eyes on this stuff. They're asking me this dumb warning. And Melon is now Streamlabs. So it's Talk Studio Streamlabs now. So Streamlabs have bought Melon app out. And so I'm going to have to click on a bunch of stuff that I already clicked on before. So, but that's kind of being a pain in the booty. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to share this with you guys. AR-13L, the Little MERCmaid. The sanctity of the Mermaid Kingdom is put at risk when a smuggler loses an illicit shipment off the coast of Argentina in the late 1950s. He wants his weapons back. She wants war. Campaign launches May 19th on fundmycomic.com. Make sure you head over there and set up an account after you've registered here, so you don't miss out on one-of-a-kind items while you're trying to put in your info. There you go. This is a cover mock-up by Jose Garcia. And from what I understand, Eric Hodson is doing the interiors. Awesome guest of the show, always on here hanging out and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. That seems pretty interesting. Awesome release date too, coming close to the Little Mermaid movie. Which, I mean, I think we know that's going to be kind of doo-doo. But what we're going to go ahead and do here, no guests yet, but we're just going to go ahead and power on through it. Not Your Father's Root Beer. I got some of these. It was a rough day at work today, so we're going to drink some, we're going to draw some, and whatever happens, happens. And you guys get to watch me fail at trying to draw a lady. But we all need practice, and the difference between a pro and a quitter is that a pro was too stupid to quit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be too legit to quit. Let's get the second camera going here. Get a nice little layout. And let's see if we can do this. I know I don't know why I always talk like I gotta walk through with you guys all the time, you know? You guys care what I'm doing. You guys care what I click on. We got some music going. And we're gonna go ahead and let's check the messages. Let's check the Twitters. Cool. And we're gonna get started here. I should have kept that. Good thing I know the website. LittleMercmaid.com. Let's see. Let's look at some reference pieces. So she has a tail here, but then sometimes she has legs too. So I'm not too sure what the. I guess we'll find out in the story. I want to draw her with the tail, so I'm gonna try and do that, and we'll see how we go. So here's the thing: I'm not even sure if you guys are gonna be able to see what I'm doing because this pen is so light. But we'll make it work. Look, fat or skinny. Let's get a nice tip on this bad boy. This is just a random playlist I put together with YouTube music and some other music that I had downloaded. And here, I had a great idea, and if I could implement it, I think it'll be super. I think it'll be super dope. There's not going to be much to look at in the first thing here. Well, yeah, let's try. I can always refine stuff later and do it digital. There you go. You guys can see that. All right, cool. These blues are great, like the other pencil, but it's so light. We're just going to kind of. I'm gonna have to make it more three-dimensional. Oh, a big ode. We'll have to move that down. We'll start like that for now. For drawing a turtle from memory, this ain't too bad. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna give him a. Should we even give him? Well, we'll give him a what you call it? Those things that that horses wear. We don't need that right now. I'm thinking, and if I can do it, I'm thinking like some metal slug. Give him a little crack here. He's seen some shit. I think she's gonna be sitting kind of side saddle here. Don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you. Never seen a mermaid before. Let's see. Like this. See, I'm gonna lay out this body real quick. I want it up. I want that gun up. Or this bazooka. Gonna be like a bazooka mixed with like a AT4. Gotta work on my hands. We give her big old fat gloves too. Like she's got like tanker's gloves. Or maybe like a like those leather gloves they would issue you in boot camp. I don't think they do it anymore. When I was in, they did. They had big ass leather gloves, like were like big and dumb. Now I'm sure they give you all the latest tactical shit and stuff like that. So we're wearing jungle or woodland BDUs. They were called BDUs and they had buttons. And I think we're gonna put her index finger out because of course she got trigger discipline. We might have to extend that barrel a little bit, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I think she's gonna be chilling out. Yeah, a lot of people, more people voted on that. I was surprised, which was neat. 61 votes is way more than I thought I was going to get. cheat sheet here. Maybe. Thought I did. I was doing a female figure breakdown into shapes and stuff, just trying to get familiar with it. Let's see. Bing bong. Down like this. Yeah, I feel like this might have to be longer. I don't like that tip. Looks goofy as all get out too. Where's my baby ruler? Baby ruler. See, corner looking up. Excuse me. I gotta raise that for sure. She ain't got no neck. Alright, you gotta have your neck. Protect your neck, son. See if we can do this backwards. Normally I start with the head and then just do everything else. I should have drew this bigger. Had all this space. I was just like, just squished it down here. Hey, Pixel Trader, what's up, bud? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I just retreated you. Hope you get a few more people in here. Thanks, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, we had 61 volts on the polls. Way more than I thought we were gonna have, which was neat. Now we get to struggle. Struggle and try and draw. Try and draw a lady. But that's cool. I need to practice anyway. They're so tough. I think Rainey's training too, so it's you know, you change a day. So you don't stream, and then you end up streaming against Rainey, and you're just like, why? Box here. This box is ammo. And let's do some. Some linkage hanging out of it. Yeah. Freaking let's put a katana in here. Katana hanging out there. Yeah. And then we'll do a what else over here, right? Look at a spear. Hey, General Piggy, what's up, bud? Thanks for stopping by. Glad you guys can make it. Oh, we gotta drink this before it gets cold, or before it gets warm. All right. Let's see. We got our turtle. We got. I was gonna buy a book. I'm drawing an anime today, or not today. Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I ended up buying kids' books instead. All right, let's see. Let's start doing our cheat sheet. What was I gonna give her? I was gonna give her something else too. Yeah, she's gonna have the big gloves. I don't think I want to give her the helmet. I was thinking I could have her have a bucket on her head, like a helmet, kind of like Tank Girl and shit. We'll skip that. Okay, here's the tricky part. I think I gotta hold my breath. Like, boobs. Gotta draw boobs. Alright, boop Dan, boop Dan, boop Dan, boop Dan, boop Dan, boop Dan. Boop Dan, boop Dan. Might be passable for now. This is the one thing I've been doing stickers digitally, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can fix stuff. Yep, it's gonna look so damn weird. All right. Oh, we survived for now. They're probably gonna get covered up anyway. The starfish is like, yeah, titties. How are we doing on time? Oh, yeah, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Should have did her bigger. See what Jose did. She got some. You were so dang small. What the hell was I thinking? Chin can make or break a chick. I like how Jose gave the little thing, the little ping off the top of the head. Like that. I do it too. Her shoulders are all off. Yeah. Oh, I coughed all day, now I'm coughing. Okay. am I going so big? What am I doing anime eyes? Look at that. We got to guess in the back. Time for the jam music to pop up. Hey, Jason, what's up, my man?
Yeah. Get it. Yeah. Jam, yeah. Ooh, breakdown. What's going on, man?
How you doing, bud?
All right, I gotta go get my coffee, but okay.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Go back. What do the buttons down here do? Let's see.
Maybe now that it's Streamlabs, maybe it'll work better. Yeah, I'm not like. What am I doing? Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
So you're all by your lonesome in your hour of need, huh?
Yeah, you know, I thought we'd have more traffic. We had 61 people vote on the, you know, on the thing, you know, and I was like, okay.
What's the thing?
I did a poll on Twitter where I had the Twitter pick what we were going to draw today, or at least what I was going to draw today, and it was, you know, AR-13L, the Little MERCmaid, or Battle Brick Road. And the third one was Shotgun Samurai, and like 57% picked, you know, Little MERCmaid.
MERCmaid. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's launching May 19th on Fund My Comic. It's pretty much like Little Mermaid with guns.
Okay.
Here, let me show you. I'll go ahead and pull up the littlemercmaid.com, and I'll just show you this. I'll show you what's it about. They don't have anything really up, just a couple.
Yeah, it's a pre-launch then, right?
Yeah.
Where are we? Oh, hold on. I'm sharing this out. I can't find our home screen. There we are. Give me tabs. Close. What's this one? Close that one too. There we go. No, it's just us. Let me make this bigger. And enhance. There we go. Oh, look at that.
Here's Jose Garcia doing a mock cover, and you could sign up. I think Eric Hodson's doing the art on it, the art on it.
The arcing art.
The sanctity of the Mermaid Kingdom is put at risk when a smuggler loses an illicit shipment off the coast of Argentina in the late 1950s. He wants his weapons back. She wants war. I wish I could make this art bigger.
You can control zoom in on it, maybe, but I don't know if that'll work.
I don't know. This thing's where I'm using Opera and everything's all weird.
Opera? What's Opera?
Opera's supposed to be a browser that like doesn't use as much as like Google Chrome and stuff does of your computer.
Oh.
Supposedly, but yeah, trying to zoom in is like
it's not letting you do it.
It's like butt. Yeah. I don't know.
Never heard of Opera. No, I mean that looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sebastian. Like Stab Bastion.
Sebastian.
Is a crab, you know.
So it's kind of like a Battle Brick Road thing. Like they're taking the IP and running with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just a tail, then she has legs. So I'm not sure exactly like how that happens, or if she just can just switch back and forth.
Interesting.
But it looked pretty neat. Looked like a fun character to draw, especially with the whole sea stuff. There's a lot of stuff you could do with it. So I'm drawing her with a bazooka on the back of a giant turtle.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Is
And it's
the giant turtle gonna have like tank guns coming out of its shell?
I don't know. It should.
It should.
It should.
Why didn't you think of that?
I don't know.
Why do I have to do it for you?
I know. Why do you have to do all the heavy lifting for?
I don't know,
Jason?
man. You want me to just draw it for you?
You could.
Nah, I can't be that clean, man. Come on.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Crazy. Yeah, I
Draw for
wasn't.
me, you'll probably
I
actually
wasn't
use it.
prepared for this, so I'm not set up for anything. Just here.
Yeah, no problem, man. If you want to draw, you can draw. If you don't want to, you
Yeah.
don't have to.
No, I mean, I might fire up though. I have to. Well, I was gonna work on a Frog G page. So.
There you go.
Link and I laid out the final few pages, so I have to get to work.
Nice.
No time for dilly dally.
So are you kind of in the home stretch?
Yeah, we're in the home stretch, man. I finished up page 35, and it's a few days ago, like 2-3 days ago. But I had to wait on ink spots to lay out the next pages. But yeah, and it's a 48 pager, so yeah, we're on the home stretch, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I got to get it finished because Workman's Comp okayed all of my claims, so I got to get surgery on my shoulder and bicep. Apparently, I didn't even know about the bicep. It's really not surgery to the bicep, just the shoulder, really. The bicep, they're lowering some inflammation or something. I don't even know. But I tore my rotator cuff in the beginning of January.
Oh, man.
So at work, so that's what's taking so long, is that it's going through Workman's Comp. But they finally okayed everything. But it's my left arm, and I'm left-handed, so I had to get these pages done before the surgery.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise,
Oh, man,
yeah,
that's nice.
well, I mean, that's the main thing. I want to get them done before the surgery, because otherwise there's going to be like a month and a half almost of maybe I don't even know how long I'll be in a sling, but if I get the pages done, that's fine. Ink spots can color the whole thing and then start drawing the rest of the supplemental, because I'm inking the supplemental digitally. So
okay.
So by the time I'm healed up, he'll have the supplemental finished penciled, and I can go in and ink it. And in that time frame, we could probably meet up, write the comic, and then he could start lettering it while I'm finishing up the supplemental. So I mean, we're actually not far behind, man. We're if not on track to ship on the date, if not early.
Cool.
So
yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see it.
Thanks, man. We're having a lot of fun with it. It's I mean, it's been a little tedious here and there sometimes, but having a lot of fun with it. That's what's important.
Yeah.
And,
I think that'll transfer out in the book itself too. I think people will know.
I honestly, dude, I go to our Indiegogo to look at it. I think it's so good. Like, I think this is a professional indie book. You know what I mean? Like, this looks like a book that could be in like Dark Horse Comics or something.
Yeah,
it's a professional looking indie book. So, like, I don't see Marvel doing anything with it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see it being a mainstream thing. But yeah, I'm very, very proud and happy with what we're doing.
That's good, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully we'll be shipping early. That'd be nice, because we have all the tchotchkes. Like, we have everything ordered. Now, do we have enough? I don't know, but we at least have everything ordered. And what I might also do is, while I'm in the sling, I might start putting together the stretch goal baggie, like the Ziploc bag. Okay. I put all the cards in the window cling and everything, and I put them in a Ziploc bag. You know, so maybe I'll do that because I could probably work my hand to do that and put them all together, and then see how many we have. If we have enough, cool. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. And then we're also gonna just be going right into Frog G2 once. You know, we're gonna be working on Frog G2, I should say, while we're doing all this stuff. So we're trucking along, man.
Yeah, man. Any idea how many you got planned for so far? Like just like we're planning on doing about 5 books, the idea or something.
Yeah.
Not that I'm gonna hold you to it or anything.
No. You can hold me to it because we do know. So, I honestly wanted it to be just a one-off, mainly just for, starting and finishing a story if you're buying it. You don't have to worry about getting more, waiting a year or so, and then picking up the next one. Inkspots wanted a 3-story arc, so we're going with the 3-story arc. So there's going to be 3 books, 3 48-page books. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, but I mean, the good thing about that is we're also, him and I are talking about, it'd be cool to pitch this to, or because we'll have the whole thing done. All we have to do is draw covers if you break it up. So maybe like pitch it, like try to get it out through Dark Horse, maybe, because we both think this is like a Dark Horse looking comic, like it could be published there. Image, yeah, but maybe, I don't know. But I do see this also more as a Dark Horse looking type title. If we could do that, cool. Yeah, if we could do that and break it up and put it out there and get, distribution in that regard, you never know, man. Maybe it'll take off. Be gangbusters. We'll do the 3-story arc and it gets so popular, people want a second story arc or something, and we could just do it. You know what I mean? And not have to worry about a crowdfunder at that point. So, a lot of people like the crowdfunding, and that's as of right now, that's the best way to go about it. But I kind of think it should be a self-sustaining unit. That should be your goal, I think, to make it all a So you finish the first book, cool. You have to crowdfund the second one to get it, even the third or fourth or whatever. But to me, after a while, make it like a pre-order system. If you have a guaranteed fan base of like 500 to 1,000 fans that are always picking it up, you can even have it as a pre-order. Then that way they could just get it when it comes out. So, and you'll be far enough along in the books that it won't be a year or a few months. It could be like maybe 3 months. So and then also you're getting rid of the whole Indiegogo shadow banning and the fees and all the other garbage that goes along with it. So
I think what I figured, I thought maybe the goal was also doing stuff on your own, but then also like get into comic shops. Why not? Like try and get into comic shops.
There are
I feel like the tide's turning. You know what I mean? I feel like people are ready for new shit now.
There are some people like 656 is getting in, like Cryptidnals is in comic shops. Aerith, I believe, is putting them out there. Now, I don't know how to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Do you just call them and be like, hey, can you put my book up? Like, how do you go about, like, is it a one-man show? I don't know. So,
I don't know. I mean, I figured they might have to order and pay or something. Like, I don't know.
That's what I thought too. And so how do you get them? Not only that, how do you get them like, yes, I want your book in my shop. I think it'll sell. I want 4 copies. Oh, they're $25 each. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's a high bar.
That is,
yeah. And so that's one reason why I really would like to go more of a floppy 24-pager, route in that. But it's hard to do with the way we do it because we all have full-time jobs on top of the full-time job. So you can't do the page day. And even if I could, I would think I would want it to be maybe like once every other month or so to have that quality still be there. You're not, you can still do a 24-pager in 2 months and have it look as good as what we're doing 48 pages and, in 3 to 4 months. So, So, getting in the shops is the main thing. And also, I mean, I think it's getting in the shops, but also having it being self-sustaining because there's shops, there's not as many, this ain't the 90s anymore.
You're right.
So
everybody does everything online anyway most of the time.
Everything. And if you're popular enough, I'm not saying like McFarlane popular, but if you're popular enough and people know your stuff, and even from shops or a friend of a friend, they can be like, oh, go to unhingedinks.com, you can get them there. So that's kind of a goal, another avenue to go about doing things as well. But we're excited, dude. I mean, I actually, because at the end of this, like the end of Frog G, I got the Samurai Priest thing I wanted to do. Inkspots has Metal Mayhem Rock Boy he wants to do. So we have other IPs, which I really want to do the Samurai Priest, Absolute Samurai Priest. That's going to be fun. And I really like that style because it's the same style, but not, it's different. It's black and white. I think I'm doing some spot colors in that too, maybe like red. like a black, white, and red. It would be cool, a little Sin City-ish. But I'm not drawing that many humans in this book, so it'll be nice. It'd be nice to start drawing some humans.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I gave her anime eyes. I'm like, what am I doing?
She kind of has them in that preview. In that,
yeah, it does. Yeah,
she kind of does. I mean, then when I saw it, I instantly thought of like, what's her face? Wow, I'm blanking. Ghost in the Shell. I kind of thought of Ghost in the Shell a little bit when I saw it.
What color? So, I forget.
Yeah, just do it. Who cares? It's yours. It's no one else's. Yeah.
She's getting the Pac-Man eyes. That's what she's getting from me.
I think people are burnt out from all the bars streaming.
Oh yeah. he's like, where's Roommate now? I never would have streamed this.
He's streaming like every day. I'm like, dude,
no, man, but it's like, dude, I'd love to hop on, but it's like, I was like at work. I was like, dude, I'm at work.
Well, and that's I'm at work too. Whenever I got mixed up. I thought the We Love the Talking Comics. I thought that was going to be on tonight. And I'm like, JBot streams Wednesdays. I'm like, so you're going to overstream JBot? That kind of sucks. But also, I'm like, I want to be on that show. I want to talk comics. I love talking comics. And so I was like, oh, okay, I guess I can go on it. You know, JBot, he'll understand. But maybe it won't go as long. And then I see him about to go live in like a half hour. I'm like, oh, I guess that's now. So I'm like at work. He did okay. I love Bar. Chad Pitt did a good job of looking at the chat.
Yeah.
Bar gets a little in the moment, and he kind of forgets, like, you know, hey, oh yeah, the chat. So, because other streamers, I'm not naming names, other streamers do it a lot as to where they blank the chat, like forget about it. They might as well be at a restaurant, like hanging out with the family.
That's how I am.
Yeah.
I'm horrible with chat because nobody ever shows up.
Well, this is okay. You see, here's the thing with you. When you're drawing, it's really tough to pay attention to chat while drawing, especially traditionally. Like, forget about it. You have to have an iPad or be drawing right at your computer.
Yeah.
Also, like you said, you kind of know your channel. Like, you know, you don't have like 7,000 subscribers and it's not blowing up. You know what I mean? So you kind of have that thing. So, I mean, you kind of know that bars, people show up for bars, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, and other channels as well. They show up quite frequently. Like, I'll look in them and be like 30 people watching, and they'll go the whole stream without even looking at them. Bar does. He looks at it. Like, I'm not bashing Bar in the slightest. I'm giving a positive critique on his first go at these streams. Because I love him. He's got the energy. You know, he knows how to interact with the guests. Like, he knows his top. It's tough to do to get into the chat. Like, I don't even read the chat half the time. Sometimes too, I just highlight it to make them feel important.
Yeah. Yeah, what's also is like, okay, you're like, people read it, you're like, okay, you don't have to talk about everything in the chat, you know. Someone makes a comment, you highlight it. Oh, this is what this person said. And you're like, you nod, you're like, yeah, man, cool. Okay, moving on.
At 10:22, Michael T was here. Or is that? Yeah, no, it's not Michael T. That's Pixel Trader was here. And you got General Piggy at 10:30.
Yeah, I showed those.
Okay. I just saw there was two over there. But I really wanted to be on that one. I really wanted to do the We're Talking Comics. His next one
next Wednesday, no? Or is he doing every week?
No, his next one is I don't know if he's doing those every week. He's not doing these. I mean, that's what he even said this. He's like, I'm not gonna be doing these every single week. He's like, you know, some of these will be a sporadic thing, but I think Thursday is his next one, and that's your drawing stream. It's a drawing stream, I believe. And then Friday, he's streaming every day almost. And then Friday night, Friday afternoon, he's doing PPP. So it's, you know, he's playing a video game. That's cool with his brother and stuff like that. Then, but Friday night, he has like No Quarter Given, where
that one seems pretty cool.
Yeah, that one's going to be like a pop culture talking, you know, bashing and critiquing stuff. So that could be fun. That one I could make, depending. So, but if I'm on these streams all the time, Mother gets home at 11:30 at night. I wouldn't be able to spend, you know, if I'm on the streams every single day, I'm not spending time with the family at that point. So
yeah, same here, dude.
Yeah, that's important. So yeah, but hey, good on Bar, man. He's building his channel.
Yeah,
he's growing. He's doing it. He's doing the thing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and he's doing a good job. Proud of our boy. And if you ever to catch the replay on this bar, or you're hearing me now, you don't have to highlight every single person. I want to make that clear. Again, just maybe every like 12, 15 minutes, look over a chat. It's fine. I've even done it where I put a banner up on the bottom saying, drawing can't read chat, or I say something like that. It all depends. That way they know, like it says, I'm not trying to ignore you. I kind of forget. But yeah. So you were at work. What do you do for work? Are you allowed to say?
Absolutely. So I co-own a retro.
Oh, that's right. You do the video games.
I do.
I'm an idiot.
Which I'd like to do more video games on this channel. I think would be cool. That's where I'm torn. It's like, should I do stuff on this channel, or should I do stuff on the game store? Because the game store has a channel that I never posted anything on. So it's like, should I do stuff on this channel, or should I do stuff on the game store channel to help promote the store?
Why can't you just do both?
Yeah, I could just double post.
Because what you could do is like a live stream, maybe on the game, like if it's gaming, a live stream on the gaming channel, download it and re-upload it to your YouTube, your own YouTube. That way it's a video there, but if you want to catch them live, they have to catch those on the game channel.
Yeah.
You can always do, or you
do
could
a highlight
reel.
Reel.
Highlight reel, shorts.
Yeah.
I think, dude, shorts help a lot.
Yeah, I just started doing some time-lapse shorts. I forgot. I was like, I could do time-lapse, in Procreate, because I've been designing stickers of my
Procreate's time-lapse, yeah.
Of my copyright-free Italian plumber stickers that I'm working on for the store. so it's like, all right,
copyright-free.
They're just Italian plumbers.
They just have it. They're just Italian. There's plenty of Italian plumbers. Not just two.
Not that I don't think they'll come after me or anything for selling stickers.
They don't, dude. No, you have to make an insane, like a really good amount of money. You pretty much have to be making your living off of it for them to come after you.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like, dude, shorts are a weird animal. I personally am not a huge fan of them, mainly because I like to consume the content. I like to consume. I like them to be like 10 minutes to like 4 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I like listening to Rogan or a couple other podcasts. They go like 3.5 hours or so, because I'm at work also. So I'm kind of zoning out shipping and I'm listening to like the topic at hand or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So I like that. A video like this, like I like Shane's 10-minute little videos. Those are fun. Or as is, like they'll talk about the pop culture stuff. As shorts though, it's just like TikTok. TikTok, I mainly follow comedians and art. Like that's the main, and animals. But I mainly look at those when I'm taking a dump. So yeah, like that's it. Like I don't really not like big into the short stuff. I'd rather consume long media. But when I post a short though, it's such an odd beast. Sometimes I'll get like, okay, I do put copyright music over mine because I just don't care. But it does help in a way too. So I can get anywhere from 20 views to 1,100 on a short. It isn't just the content I'm doing, because they're all like drawings or like rollovers of a drawing. But I also put the copyright music behind it. So like, Pantera, Slipknot, Tech Nine. I have a couple Tech Nine ones, but the one that I did, and I forgot that I did it, so I did it twice. Because there's some that get blocks in the certain regions because they're copyright and that country has strict rules. Alice in Chains. If I do an Alice in Chains song over it, I get like 11 views because I think Alice in Chains is blocked here.
Ah, wow.
That's my theory, because this is the majority of my audience is America. So I think that's why. I think the reach, it just gets shadowed from America, so or even this hemisphere, and so I get like bupkis from it. But some of them, like usually I average about 200. I average about 200 views usually, and that's pretty decent for a time lapse drawing or even like a rollover drawing. So you saying you're going to do the shorts with Procreate and dude, yeah, perfect, awesome. Like, and when I started doing them, I was getting like, 8 views and stuff. So it took a while for them to. But I've also been posting every day, except for maybe Sunday and Saturday. But I've been grinding. I've been posting every day, so it's pretty fun. I mean, I like making them.
Yeah. Well, you're drawing anyway.
Pixel Trader says it's looking good.
Oh, hey, bud. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming along. It's not as dynamic as I wanted it to be. I had it in my head, like more like a.
I hate that.
I'm just like, it looks so flat to me. I'm like, but this is I like the idea. Her on the giant turtle. She's gonna have boxes of ammo around her. I was gonna put a band-aid on her face. I forgot I was gonna put like goggles on her, either on her forehead or like on her neck. Like I wanted to like grab like Ariel and fucking Tank Girl, and put it together. Was the idea. And I like we'll have that fun dynamic. And it's like, it's just not translating well. I was like, the next one it will.
That happens to me sometimes too. Do you do a lot of gesture drawing?
I don't.
Maybe do like half hours or like 15-minute just gesture drawing, like 2-minute intervals of each one of like a gesture drawing, like really insanely quick. Maybe that'll get your flow down a little faster and get you loosen you up. So maybe what's then in your head, because it's in your head as a gesture drawing almost probably. Yeah. And when you put it down, you're so technical that it probably stiffened up accidentally while you were drawing, even though in your head is more gestural. So look, you probably won't remember. Derek Hess, look up Derek Hess, the artist. You can see a lot of gesturized stuff.
Oh, Joe's gonna contact
Disney.
Disney.
What's up, Hojo? Hojo's gonna contact Disney.
He's gonna call. That's it. We're shutting it down.
Shut you down, JBot.
They're like, all right, now we gotta write in the Little Mermaid movie. She's gonna write a big ass turtle. Okay, I gotta steal that idea now.
Yeah, but now I want to watch it though instead of the one that's coming out.
Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible. Yeah. If you remember to look him up, or I'll remind you, Derek Hess.
Derek Hess, okay.
Yeah, very gestural and amazing stuff. It's awesome. You'll dig it.
I know why I'm so fucking big.
Because you saw manga, you saw anime, you just saw it.
That's what I wanted. I'm gonna do this again, but I'm gonna do it way more cartoony, I think, and I think that'll be neat.
Isn't anime cartoony already?
It is, but I'm thinking more like more exaggerated, maybe. I might draw this, but like Rubber Hose Fleischer style.
Okay.
With a big fat oversized bazooka, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. I think also you're used to your very precise, tight technique. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think right now when I draw something for the first time, it's like, let me try and just do it. Like however I get there, let me first try and draw it so it looks like what I'm trying to draw, and then the next one I do, then I'll start pushing limits. I think that's,
so. Do you do warm up sketches though? Ever or warm up drawing itself? Like you'll take an hour to just draw something, and then okay, now I'm in the zone. I'm gonna go work on my actual thing.
Sometimes I should before this show. I just come. I come home so late. Like I come home at so I get off at 7. And then by the time I get home, after I close in the store and stuff, it's like 7:30, 7:45. I put the kiddo to bed, maybe get something to eat, and then I hang out with the wife for a bit, and then already it's 9:45. You know what I mean?
Oh so yeah, I know exactly.
Let me just get into it. Part of me just wants to be like, how much time we got? 45 minutes, and just start again right now. So I'm considering it. And come back to this one maybe later. I mean,
it's not like you have to finish it in that time frame. You're just drawing, so you could scrap. I like it, but if you don't, you could scrap it and start over.
I could also just take a picture of it, like what I've been doing. I've been drawing like for my non-copyright, my copyright-free Italian plumbers. I just take a picture of it with my iPad. And then I do it in Procreate, and then I change it how I want to change it and exaggerate the stuff after the fact.
See,
so
everybody gets
I'm proud
down
to
on
do that.
digital. It's like, oh, it's cheating. It's like you do that stuff traditionally. It's just you're using the digital format to actually expedite the process. Like you could erase the whole thing and redraw it and make it like you would in the Procreate. Like you could do that easily, but you got to erase the whole thing, redraw the whole thing, and even redraw and refix and redraw and refix. With Procreate, you can, I drew that wrong. Let me resize. Oh, now that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, his head isn't big enough because it doesn't look cartoony enough, but his arms are too small or too long. So I'm gonna shorten the arms, make his head look bigger, and then now he looks a little bit cuter, like a squatter cartoon. You know what I mean? That's what I did with Mario.
Right.
But you are drawing it,
You are drawing it. And that's the thing. People, just because you didn't draw it 15 times, to get that one in your head.
Yeah.
You would eventually get that result. So.
But I don't agree with sometimes, like, I mean, what I don't like is when people grab with all the 3D model shit. They'll grab a 3D model of a person, put it in a pose, and then they just trace the pose and add whatever.
That's wrong.
Stuff. And you can tell because their stuff has no energy or life to it. And that's what irks me. Like when I draw in pencil, like when I draw in Procreate, like the energy's out. Even when I trace something or try and like if I take a picture of this and I do it in Procreate, like doesn't have the same energy than if I drew it with a pencil.
Right. Yeah.
And so you can kind of tell here all these weird exact, like now everybody's so proportioned, so correctly proportioned, and everything looks so like exact that it looks like a robot did it. And it's like this is, you could put as much detail as you want in this. This is freaking boring, man. But then I look like something like Scotty Young or somebody that's more simpler but more dynamic, and you're like, yes, this is cool.
But that's why I really like draw streams. You're watching them do it. Like there's no 3D model you're tracing over. You know what I mean? Even if you were working digitally, you could see it, So you get to see that the artist can do what they're showing you in the final product usually. And as far as like 3D models go, I'm not totally against them. They serve their purpose if you're just looking at it for a pose. Or something, but put your own stink on it, make it yours. Like, don't just trace the whole freaking thing. That's like you said, it's stiff. Then you don't have any weight, you don't have any like friction or movement or like just heaviness to it. It's dead if you just trace a 3D model. So don't do that, people. Do your own thing.
Now, if you want to do a car or like a freaking house or whatever, I say go for it. I say, if you want to trace a skyline or a building, who cares? Do it. That's fine. Who cares?
I could see doing it here and there. If you're doing it the entire time, it's a little like, okay, come on, buddy. At least learn a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the people, the characters, I should say, because it's not always just humans. The characters in the book, in the comic especially, is what makes that whole thing. Because that's what you're really kind of like looking at mainly is the character, and you're relating to that and getting involved with that. The scenery is just scenery, like it's backdrop. It's cool. It's fun. You have to trace it. I hope you could maybe, figure it out later on. But especially if you're under a time crunch, forget about it. I understand tracing it at that point. But that's why like there's a lot of swiping back in the day before like a lot of stuff because they had to do a page a day. And they were under time crunches. So what's the easiest thing to do is just swipe another like image from another comic that was already done. That way you really don't have to think about too much. It makes a little sense as long as you're doing it constantly. It's okay a little bit. But yeah, I like draw streams, like watching people do what they do because they're not tracing to get their
and when you have like the same thing and you have like 6 artists doing it, you're like, oh, they're all going to be different, and that's cool. What if I tell you something like we're all going to draw Machine Man? Okay, how are we going to do it? And everyone's going to be like, oh, like their own. You get their own take. You get to see inside their minds of how what they think of Machine Man or how they're going to draw him or whatever. I think that's the fun part too, because you have 4 artists or 6 artists, like with Fragtober, where you have 6 artists there, and each one is drawing the same guy or the same thing, but it's all different. And I think like that's the fun too.
My Machine Man was so bad. It was Frag was like, nah, man, that's good. I'm like, nah, dude, this is terrible. Like, Yeah, I got on that one.
Oh,
there's a
did you?
few that I got. Yeah, there's a few of them that I got. Oh, dude, I've been on Fragtober. I've been on Frag of June. I only challenged him once and I lost, of course. But I've done.
You kind of gotta. What's the That's what I mean.
No, I usually don't.
At least do once. At least you can say like I challenged Fraga. At least
no,
you can say it.
He even asked me like, "So you challenging me today?" I'm like, nah, dude. I just want to draw. I want to have fun. He's like, "Come on." So I was like, "All right, fine."
Because nobody challenges him. That's probably why.
No, people do. Dude, Bar was upset. He was on before me. It was one of the first few times I met Bar, I think. But he was on before me, and he didn't know you could challenge. They just drew, and he would have won because he would have won. Everybody loved his piece. It was no, this was after I met Bar for a while, but it was Groot playing a video game.
Oh,
and Bars was so good. Fraga's was really good too, though. But Bars was just had that little extra to it, and he would have won. And that's the problem, though. He didn't know he could challenge, so he was able to come back later and then challenge Fraga. But that piece wasn't as strong. So
yeah.
But it all depends on the context. But yeah, dude. My Machine Man was terrible. I did a good. They were draw your favorite villain to draw, or who's your favorite villain to draw? I think is what it was.
Okay.
So I had Joker, and everybody loved because I can kill Joker, dude. Forget about it. That's my homie. So I crushed it. Everybody loved that Joker piece, and I actually did sell it. So it was actually a good piece. But
yeah.
So I've done well, okay, but I love that's where Topic was started. Actually, was because of Fraga, because of not so much Frag of June, but Couch Doodles. I have this show, or I haven't gotten back to it yet, called Test Your Might, where it's 30 minutes to draw something, but there's no subject.
Oh, okay.
You just start drawing. Like I'm like, all right, are you ready? Like I'll talk to you for like 2 minutes before we start. Like, and then you're ready, and then I just hit the timer and you go at it. Now, so you just draw whatever comes out of your head. It's like you just go. Now there are some people who have asked the chat to be like, hey, what should I draw? So, and that's fine. Yeah, I more or less want it to be a free flow in your id, your unconscious mind, just going at it and just like doing art. So that's the whole point of Test Your Might. I haven't done it in months. I've been busy with Frog G. It's hard to get a hold of different artists each time to do it, to make it even a bi-weekly thing. Everybody's very busy with their campaigns. I mean, it was just too much. So I was like, I'm just going to put it by the wayside. And then also everybody started streaming. So I'm like, I might bring it back here or there one or two times, but Test Your Might I got that from Frag of June and Fragtober. I'm like, this would be a cool show. Like if you just have a half hour to draw something and that's it. Cause he does time it. Sometimes it's an hour though. So I'm like a half hour. I think you can get a decent drawing done in a half hour if you really go at it. So I'm like, I think that's a good time frame. So yeah. Like Hockey has his Pencils at Dawn, which is really fun. He also had another one before that, which I really liked, where you would draw your IP. And so I had done Samurai Priest, but you have like 5 minutes to start. You start drawing, you're drawing for like 5 minutes. And then he'd be like, okay, now you have to incorporate, and he'd roll a dice, like a digital dice. And you'd have to incorporate bananas then into the piece. Like, okay. Like bananas. And then he'd roll the dice again. He'd be like, okay, well now you got to incorporate, an element of some kind, rain, fire, or something. Like it would just every few minutes you would have to add something, and then the next one would be draw upside down. So you have to flip paper upside and draw it for like 5 minutes upside down, or draw with your opposite hand, which Shelby hated, I think.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Shelby was on there.
That.
He
hated that too.
Drawing. I actually did okay, and the reason being is because you gotta pick a Sharpie or something like with a hard tip that's bold. And just fill in a lot of like black areas and hold it kind of like Eric Larson. So
how's Eric Larson hold this pen? I can't even.
Yeah,
I know
he holds it kind of like
this.
Yeah, it's kind of
like this.
It's kind of like this. So you gotta hold it
like do like this, like
yeah. He's all funky. He's like he kind of does this thing. It's weird, dude. But that's kind of how you have to do it, because then you don't want to crosshatch with your opposite hand. You know what I mean? You don't want to like draw faces, but you can spot blacks just fine. So if you're working on a piece that has hard shadows, filling in those blacks with your opposite hand actually ain't too hard. so I kind of cheated. But yeah, dude, Pencils at Dawn is a lot of fun though. I had a good time on that. I've been on that a couple times. Have you gotten to do Pencils at Dawn?
Yeah. I have. That was fun. It was really fun. Really like. I also pushed like. I said, okay, like I'm not. Everything's cartoon. I'm gonna try and cartoon stuff, and then it was really fun, and I think it really helped me do more cartoony stuff and really enjoy it.
Yeah, with timed stuff, it kind of has to be cartoony.
Yeah.
Like you can do realistic, but you're just not going to get a whole drawing in or a decent amount of drawing in. Like even at Test Your Might, I had a few people, they try to draw like like Wonder Woman or something, and it looks cool what they have done, but it's just so they try to make it so tight and perfect that they hardly got nothing done. Bar crushed it because he's quite
so fast.
Plago killed it, even though Plago was my first guest. He killed it, even though he felt like he didn't do a good job at all. He was amazing. He did like a whole piece. It was like a scenery with action, and I'm like, dude, I hate you. I'm like, I got like one image, and you're drawing like a battle sequence. But yeah, I've had a lot of people on. There's a few people I didn't get on that I wanted to hit up, like Irene and stuff, but they're so busy, and I was just like, I can't keep going at it. And I had Shelby on. He did great, dude. He did a killer Lobo that I think he still has it. Like Phil Diaz doesn't even want it, which is funny, but I think he did a good job. And Phil loves his Lobos.
Yeah.
But I love draw streams, man. I know not everybody likes watching them, but and I don't know if it's because like I said, it's hard to read the chat when you're doing a draw stream.
I mean, I guess you have to have it. You do have to make sure you kind of have it engaged too, like enough. You know what I mean? Enough interaction with the audience.
I think it helps also to have like a couple people on. You have to be able to know how. One reason why, and well, not why, but one thing I love about starting YouTubes and drawing on streams, it has really helped me drawing and talking like a lot. And it's good because if you're going to a convention or something, you kind of have to draw and talk. So yeah, it's really honed those skills a little bit. And I think it helps. It helps you if you're drawing on a live stream. You got to engage and like, oh, we're talking about the Little Mermaid new movie coming out, and oh, what's your thoughts on that? You got to retort.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely hones those skills a little bit. It's a circle of life. It's like the Little Mermaid stuff. Oh, but yeah, dude. I mean, I get home at like 8, 10 or so at night, and yeah, I'm the same way though. Like I cook for my nephew, then every other day I'll go and work out for a little bit. More if I'll go to the gym, but I work out for like maybe a half hour or so, and then come in, eat my dinner. If I'm, if it's hot out, I got to shower on top of it because I just worked out. So, and by that time it's like 10:15 at night. So
yeah,
and then I got to wake up the next day and work. So yeah, I know how it goes, man.
Yeah,
can't be on streams every day.
Yeah,
it'd be
sometimes
nice.
It's rough,
Yeah, I get more done when I'm off streams anyway, though.
Yeah,
but I like hanging out with everybody. It's a double
that's the fun part. Yeah, for sure. You're like, yeah, let's hang out. I gotta go hang out with the guys, man.
Yeah, go hang out with the boys, and maybe a girl if they feel like showing up. Yeah. So you decided to start over, huh?
Yep. I'm starting over.
How are you feeling about this one?
You know what? I'm having more fun.
Nice.
That's
the key.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I go in, like blah, like if I'm in a blah mood or like bummed out or angry's a little different depending on what I'm drawing. But if I'm going to draw like Frog G, I'm not going to get too good of stuff out. But if I go in and I'm already having fun, it's going to be a good piece. It translates. Because we're we're channeling energy into something, so it'll come out.
Yeah. Oh, I should drop that lower. I gotta drop this starfish lower. Just cover her boobie.
Why? You ain't gotta cover no boobies. Boobies are what bring the masses.
Be like, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Lucky starfish.
Look at that starfish. It's a little chocolatey.
This little titty fish. This boy has a starfish. It's like scales on one boob and the starfish covering the nipple on the other. Is what she has.
Does she really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Is Irene still going or something? Like, there's nobody else streaming.
I know. Maybe. Everybody's tired.
I don't see her live.
I'm surprised I had nobody else to pop in either. Like, I was like, none of the. I'm surprised Billy's not here or Chad.
Oh, I'm here, so Billy won't be here.
Oh, Billy.
I'm just kidding. A little. No, yeah, she's not live. That's why I didn't. Oh, I'm not. Stupid YouTube.
Talk about tough competition.
YouTube unsubscribed me from her.
Oh.
I hate it when it does that, dude. It's happened to me a couple times.
Let's see. I want to draw her head, but I just don't want it to be round. Well, I guess it's gonna be round. I guess that's what it's gonna be.
It doesn't have to be. You can make it a square. It's your world, man. I just live in it. Had a ghetto chicken parm.
Oh, okay. What makes it ghetto?
It's not homemade. Like, it's Tyson's frozen chicken patty things and ragu that I season. Yeah.
That's fine. Whatever.
You know, I can make that stuff if I really wanted to, but that's gonna take like an hour and a half. You know,
it sounds like you made it out of a shoe or something. I'm saying, man.
To me, it's ghetto though. Like, it's like it takes 22 minutes because that's how long it takes to cook the chicken patties. You know what I mean? But Jason's got stuff to do, so imitation rib meat or chicken rib meat is what it's gonna have to be. You know, because I don't have to, but I cook for my nephew. He's gonna be 15 this year. Like, he can cook himself stuff, really, but I feel bad, dude. Like, you should cook for yourself.
Yeah. So. You're a giver, man. You're a giver, dude.
I am. You'll find that I am kind.
Gotta take care of these young kids.
You gotta take care of them, man. You gotta be some kind of role model in some way.
They come into my store and they're just like, I'll tell them, it'll be $20, man, and they'll give me like a wet, wrinkly ass, balled up fucking like here, and I'm like, nah, man, listen, you got to pick that up. You got to straighten it out for me, bro.
Yeah, I ain't touching that.
And lay them on, hand them to me, lay them, however, ones, fives, and then give them to me, man. And then they're like, whoa, okay, they're like, oh, well, they're like, okay, like, I was like, this is how you handle money. So when you hand it to adults, they know how to handle money.
Yeah, not only,
but nobody told them. And their mom will be right there, or I have it where there'll be a fucking 18-year-old dude, and he'll come in and he'll put the same thing to put the money out, and then the mom will be like, "Now, honey," and grab it and start doing it. I was like, man, you should let him do it.
Yeah, let him do it.
And she's like, you're right. I'm like, here you go, man, pick that up. Or they have it, they keep it folded, and they just give it to you folded.
I've done that. Well, no, I don't think I've ever done that. I've unfolded it. I've done it where it's folded kind of like a triangle, like, you know what I mean? But that's for rigidness. It's so it doesn't flop down or something. It's not.
But you go like, hey man, you go to the grocery store and you pay cash. You don't have like your fucking here it is.
No, nothing's wadded up or
folded in half like this. Here you go. And then
I don't fold it. No, I hand it to you.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, here are 10.50. Here you go. Like a normal person.
If it is like a skewed or fold or something, I'm like, oh no, I'm in a hurry. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, and I'm trying to. Like, I do apologize for it, but well, and keep in mind, kids especially, they're so used to paying with things that aren't money. Like they're used to it. They're used to like, you know, putting something on their what is it, Cash App, or you know, stuff like that, or just scanning their phone into something. Like money's kind of going the way of the dodo also in a way. So they're not totally used to it, but they're also not raised right whenever they are. Because my nephew knows how to handle money, so you know, because he was raised right, he was taught right, you know. So yeah, you got the parents that want to be the friends, so they don't want to teach them things. It's like, look, you can't be their friend, you're their parent. It's like, they're supposed to like have those moments where like, I hate you. Like you're not supposed to be their friend. Like, yeah, you're supposed to be a friend to them in a way, but that's not the goal. The goal is to be a guiding light.
Take care of them.
Take care of them. Yeah, raise them, and let them make their own mistakes. And
I'm already liking it so much better, dude.
Nice. Yeah, it's sometimes it helps to start over, man. Nothing wrong with it. Why do you think like people have seen me? I would just rip up a piece. Like, yeah, you draw on the back of it, but it's more theatrical. You know, it's no different than just starting over. So yeah, sometimes it helps. It's healthy to just start over sometimes. Get the garbage out of the way, or at least that you think is garbage. Like I said, I liked it. I thought it was good, but it's not what you wanted.
So it wasn't what I was looking for, and it wasn't what I was feeling. I can come back to it later.
Exactly, and you can. It's like the He-Man piece I'm drawing for hockey. Like I like the top half, the bottom half was just, I'm like, man, I just don't like it. It looks stupid. And finally, like after I woke up the next day, or I think I didn't. I put it down. I watched a documentary, and I was about to go to bed, and I looked at it. I'm like, oh, that's what I got to do. So it just clicked. So yeah, sometimes you just got to take that stuff back. Catching a lot of documentaries lately. That seems to be the best things to watch these days.
Yeah, I mean, it totally makes sense. It's hard for something to keep my attention, honestly. I'm like, well, I'd rather like play games, or I'd rather draw. Something has to be good, or the wife wants to watch it in order for me. Yeah, okay. Like, we'll watch this. We watched The Mandalorian because that's one of the few shows we watched together. Like, we actually both like. We're like, okay. So we watched season 3, and I was like, yeah, it was fine.
Okay, it's fine.
It's woke. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. If it feels like they lost the budget, though, they were like, listen, you guys got to calm down with this shit.
That's what I hear the main complaint is that it's just like gone downhill in that regard. But I didn't watch 3. I also don't have, I mainly watch things on my computer, Netflix and all that stuff. And I don't have Disney Plus on my computer. We have Disney Plus. My sister pays for it. I just don't. Like, most of what I would watch on Disney Plus is the old, like, phase 1, 2, and 3 of Marvel. You know, stuff like that. I'd watch the older stuff if I wanted to get in the mood, but it's usually I'll watch Amazon or Netflix or HBO.
I think that's pretty good on it is the Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Oh, the Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like old timey. It's animated like old timey.
Nice.
Y'all do like it's like old timey and almost like kind of has a Ren and Stimpy, the edge that Ren and Stimpy has sometimes. You know, but he's like Mickey's. He's like all black, you know, and moving all goofy, but they move like crazy cartoon stuff. It's
like
pretty
Steamboat
cool.
Willie. You talking about that?
Yeah. But almost a little bit modern, like how they have that. How Ren and Stimpy had that sharpness, where sometimes they won't do stuff curve. It would be like with the arm, like it's all crippled or whatever. You know, it's actually pretty neat. It's not bad.
That's pretty cool. I mean, there's other stuff on there, like Bar Watches Bluey or something like that, or I think that's on there.
That too.
Yeah, so I mean,
you got little
there's
ones.
There's other stuff out there aside from Marvel and you know, stuff like that. So
my daughter likes the Spidey and his amazing friends.
Oh, the classic one?
No, it's the new one where they're like kids. They're all kind of like kids. They got big heads and little bodies and stuff. It's Spidey, Spider-Man, it's Ghost Spider, Gwen, and then it's, you know, Miles, which they call him Spin. They don't even call him Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was a big hoopla. That I can't. It's been a while since I bought a Spider-Man book of the Miles, but I think that they were, because there was this whole thing going around like Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Like that was like a big, and people get mad. No, Miles Morales is also Spider-Man. It's like, well, no, he's not. So they renamed him, I think, to differentiate the two of them, since he's in the 16 universe now. So yeah, but well, no, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends was Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman.
I think. So this one is like, you know, it's a kid version. It's Spider-Man for kids, for like, you know, 5-year-olds.
That's fine.
Stuff
Nothing
like
wrong
that,
with it. Yeah.
And it's actually it's a pretty fun watch. I don't mind watching it with her. You know, we watch it together and stuff. But yeah, he's like, they're like, well, we're both in the computer because they have a Spider-Man headquarters, the web quarters. And they're like, they all have watches and they communicate with the computer. And it's like, well, I'm Spider-Man and I'm Spider-Man. Well, we can't call each other Spider-Man, so they call Spider-Man Spidey. That's what they talk to each other. So he calls Spider. They're like, well, you can call me Spin because I'm doing the spin move. Like, okay, we call him Spin, and then they call Ghost Spider, or they call him Ghosty. Hey, Ghosty, like as a nickname. Gwen, you know, Spider Gwen and shit. And it's like, okay, like it seems like they solved the problem. Like,
quick fix.
You know,
I really like Teen Titans Go. I liked it. I thought it was okay.
It wasn't bad. I think the biggest sin was that they canceled it. They canceled Teen Titans to do Go.
Yeah, they should have done that.
Yeah, because I guess the guy went and did Ben 10 or something or whatever, you know. I guess, but I guess it makes sense if you wanted to do your own property or whatever and rake all that money instead of drawing Teen Titans. But yeah, Teen Titans was so good. That was the problem.
Teen Titans was really good, dude. Yeah. I was watching the Batman animated and Beyond on HBO until they took it off. They like got rid of it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I was pretty bummed.
Yeah, I heard they were gonna start getting rid of the animated series stuff off of it. I heard that like a month or two ago. They were talking about
it.
Dude, I got on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I should probably go buy it.
That's like, dude. I think today they just released the Fleischer Supermans on Blu-ray. Yeah, I was like, dude, now we're talking in Blu-ray. Oh, dude, that gotta look sick.
Yeah, it's funny. I was watching the Batman stuff. I'm like, he's killing these people. Like, he'll throw them off a train that's going like 70 miles an hour, and they just happen to land in some bush. I'm like, no, that dude's dead. Like, the guy is dead. He did not plan to launch them into like a safe zone. Like, there's so many people he actually killed in quotes in that show. I'm like, holy mother, but they just happen to land in like a net of some kind or something. It's just, where the garbage happens to be made of styrofoam. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I'm like, these people are all dead. He doesn't check them. He doesn't make sure they're all right. He's throwing them, launching them off of buildings without even like, these people are dead. It's pretty funny. Great stuff though, man. I love that. Bruce Timm's amazing. I have a Harley Quinn Bruce Timm's statue, the black and white Batman statues. Yeah, I have the Harley Quinn one. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like the Batman black and white statues. I kind of collect. I only say that because they're expensive, and I am very particular about the artists that I buy. But kicking myself for not getting the Jim Lee one when I saw it at first, because that's like crazy expensive now. You can't get it because this was years ago that I saw that one. But I have the Todd McFarlane one from the Batman. Can't remember that. Where it's just his cape. This is bellowing cape.
Oh yeah.
I got that one. I got a Sam Keith one.
Yeah,
where exactly? It's like, where is his body? This is just all cape. It's just a floating cape.
We need a cape and we need a cover in 2 days. I got you covered.
Dude, there's a Mark Silvestri one. I didn't get it. I should, because dude, it's crazy expensive now, but it's him sitting on a throne. But it's his legs are it's like kind of look at my junk. You know what I mean? I'm like, I can't.
Oh, is it?
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. That was the thing with like black and white when it first came out too. That was the first time I ever seen Jim Lee draw Batman, Mark Silvestri draw Batman. Like,
dude, the black and white series is so good.
Yeah.
They had that Frank Miller one, cover one. That was really cool.
Was that the black with the red, the black, white, and red?
Black, white, and red. Yeah.
Yeah, that's around the time I stopped. I think after that and stuff, I stopped collecting comics.
I stopped.
I think it was the clone.
Nope. My frozen. Or you? think I might drop out.
You're
You think it was
moving
the
on
what?
mine.
Okay, go ahead. You're back.
I think it was the Clone Saga. The Clone Saga killed collected comics for me.
Oh wow, yeah, that was quite some time ago.
Spider-Man, I was like, I'm done, man. And then I got back into it when they did the Ultimate stuff.
I kind of think that's why they did it, was to have some people either jump in or jump in for the first time. Which it's not a bad idea to do a different reality, but
yeah,
they things went awry, unfortunately. But
some of it was too modern. Like some of it, like the Avengers, like Ultimate Avengers, the Ultimates.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that at all.
No.
You know, because they make Captain America kind of a dick. Hulk's like running around trying to like get laid. Freaking, Hank Pym's like beating the crap out of Wasp. I'm like, man, what the? These are horrible people. Like, what the hell do I want to?
People are deplorable.
Yeah.
I stopped collecting kind of around like turn of the century, really. I collected a little bit in the aughts when I was in college, but not as big. Yeah, but late 90s, early aughts, I was out of it. I didn't really get back fully into it until 2012, somewhere in there. So that's when I fully got back into collecting finally, and it was just in time for the stories to become garbage.
Yeah, just in time.
Just in time. But now I can't see to read them anyway, so I just look at the pictures. So that's why I buy by artist. So
you're like, you have made it. Here's your slop, sir.
Here's your trash. And that's what is funny. Like, I kind of buy based on the artist. So like, even if it's a new artist and they look good, I'll buy it. But it's usually not. Usually they have to bring back all the 90s guys.
Yeah.
to make them cool again.
That's what they're doing right now. It's like,
yeah.
Hey, everybody, Mark Silvestri's doing Batman. I'm like, what?
Like, yeah, he should have been this whole time. Like, what are you talking about?
Why'd you guys stop?
It's like there's no new people that'll do it that can do it well. It's fine. Well, that's because they want a house style. They want everything to look the same. It's like you can't.
That's what killed it. That's what killed the
the
fun of comics.
Yeah, and not only that, like the house style, they started to do the house style based on the popular artists at that time. So like they wanted everyone to draw like Jim Lee and Todd when they were around, and then once they bailed, they wanted everyone to draw like Joe Mad because he was big. Then they want everybody to draw like David Finch, and then they want everybody. It's like, no, you just let them go. Yeah, they'll produce you some pretty cool stuff.
That's what I don't understand. It's like the same thing with like Marvel directors is that they'll have somebody. Oh, here's this awesome edgy director that did some new stuff. Now direct like how we want you to. It's like, what? What's the point?
Yeah. So yeah, look at Sam Raimi, dude. They got Sam Raimi in to do Doctor Strange 2, and they obviously restrained him. Like it's like he should be directing a Doctor Strange movie, like without a doubt. But you made it a typical Marvel movie practically. There's like, I hear there's like 10-15 minutes total out of like the 5-hour escapade that it is of like Raimi-ness. But for the most part, it's a regular just Marvel movie. I didn't see it. Other people have that I trust. So
yeah.
But yeah, like it's like don't let the artist go. There's a reason why there's editors, is to be like, hey, you're going too far on this. Maybe rein it back, but let them do what they want. Look at the original Star Wars. They had it was his thing, but he still had people in there to rein him in, so he didn't.
That was crazy,
insane. Yeah, and that's what made him so good, though. So yeah,
exactly. Somebody to say, hey, step back and be like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense, dude.
But the thing is, then that's what happens when you get Image. Like, really, they just doing whatever they wanted to do. That's why the stories really weren't that good. But the art was gangbusters because there's really nobody to hone them in and be like, look, you got to tighten up this story. Yeah, the art's cool, but this isn't really cohesive. This really isn't like engaging or in depth or character depth or anything. You really got to I don't even know who was editing them at the time, but they were editing themselves, I think. So
yeah, I think so. Well, even some of them were writing the books that they were on, like during like Rob on X-Force, and they were getting co-writer or whatever they were at that time.
Yeah,
according to him on his podcast. But it's like, yeah, it's got right, man. Like calm down. You need to do this. Like I read Wildcats. I went back and I think last year I went and I was like, oh, let me get some old school Image stuff. So I went and got like a couple beginning issues of Gen 13, stuff that I missed out on. Wildcats. I think those are the only two that I got. And I was like, okay, so I got some. And then I'm like reading Wildcats, and it's just like this expedition dump. We're just like, what the fuck? This person in space and time and blah blah blah. And this person, and then we have to go and then the void, and then all of a sudden it's just a bum, but he's rich. And if I can, I'm just like, what is this all expedition bullshit? Like you just, you know, it's the same thing with like even like Battle Chasers. Like I was going back, I bought Battle to complete a thing of Battle Chasers. Like there's one volume, and I'm reading. And I'm like, dude, they're just expedition jump shit. Like they're like blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh, dude, just do this. Just
let it happen.
Just narrow this shit down. Yeah, the girl goes on an adventure and meets a fucking robot. All right, let's get.
You'll learn about them as you'll learn about them as the story goes. Like, I can understand a little like, hey, I'm in this city. That's what it's like, and then that's it. Just let them. Like my writing style, I guess, is a little Sin City-ish. Like it's a lot of inner monologue, and stuff like that happening. But I got that from the city smells of sewage and and other stuff, blah blah blah. So, but it would just be that while they're like walking through a city. So it's not really, but you're learning about it as you go, even though it's an expose dump, but not because it's written differently. You know, it's written more of literature than it is just like this is what what you're looking at. Like it's like, well, no, I'm looking right at it.
Yeah, it's almost like you're getting a twofold. You're getting the exposition, but then you're also getting to know the character at the same time.
Yeah.
So this is how he thinks. Oh, he doesn't like shrimp because of whatever. You know what I mean? It's like whatever stupid shit.
Right.
But you know what I mean? You get to know the personality of them, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you could even do that though through the story. Like somebody, hey, you want some shrimp cocktail? And he's like, oh no, I don't like shrimp. Right there, you're like, oh, with him telling like the other guy who's offering it, you get the idea. This guy doesn't like shrimp.
Yeah,
like,
I hate shrimp.
I like
fucking hate
I
shrimp.
Shrimp.
Okay. And then you were like, oh, then you do a flashback later in a future issue where he's like fighting killer shrimp or some shit. He's like, fuck, or killer, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some kind of crazy aliens that look like shrimp, and that's why he never eats them because one almost ate him or some shit. You're like, oh,
it's a good concept. Let's build on this. Alien shrimp from Mars. But yeah, but once again, that's what made Image really good though too, was that the art was like totally like it was different here and there and there and there. So
yeah, it was.
You got your candy, you get your visual candy. They just needed better storytellers. But that's what we have in the indie scene that we have going on, the crowdfunding and everything. It's like there's so much different stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of what's coming out.
Dude, there's so much coming out, and a lot of it's really good.
Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of it, yeah, it's really good. You're like, oh, that's awesome. But I'm broke. You know, you're like,
I'm broke too. That's what sucks. And that is one thing that'd be nice if it was economically viable to get the cost down. Like it kind of isn't. Like 25 is the price because that has to be in a way in order for you to walk away with even any kind of money at all. And I'm not talking like thousands of dollars. I'm talking like maybe a couple hundred. So to not be in the red, you have to pretty much charge that. So it would be nice to get that cost down, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for it. If anybody knows a way, cool. But it's as of right now, that's the model. Like I said, maybe having it being its own self-sustaining thing at some point could do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or even limited print runs. That way you know how much you're printing and you can then go off of that or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like a science, you know, because you have to, you know, you want to get the first you want to take your time and get the money as well, but at the same time, I think now people are sick of waiting. Oh, I ordered that book a year ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, in my industry too, with like Limited Run, they'll do game pre-orders, but they'll have the rights. They'll have the rights to release a physical version of. I'm trying to think of something that they did recently, like Day of the Tentacle or something, or Maniac Mansion. They get the rights to release it as a physical copy on the Nintendo Switch, on the Xbox, on the PlayStation. Oh, okay, cool. And then all right, you're cool. And you got 30 days to order it. So all right, I order it. That shit don't come out till like 8 months, 10 months later. And you're just like, dude, like I forgot I ordered it. Like I don't even care anymore. Like, can I cancel this? Like I don't even what? Like the hype was there when it was like, oh, cool, man. And then a year later, it's like, who cares, dude? Now you just see them up on eBay. You're just like, okay,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, the turnaround time would be nicer to compress. Now I know the solution on my part would be is if I was doing it full time. It wouldn't take me 8 months or 6 months to draw a book, 48 pages. No, it'd be a lot faster. But that's me personally. As like I can understand even a crowdfunder, maybe 3 a year is probably what should be what is able to be done with good quality, good product, timely manner, and have the most out as possible. Would be maybe 3 a year maximum. That's if you're working on it as you're going. Now you could also sit there and just draw a whole bunch of books in one day, wait 3 years to put them out, and then go ahead and just do it. That's tough too. But yeah, it's that time lapse. It is a killer. Like you're not wrong. I'm in the same. Like I'm the same way. I'm like, man, I ordered this now. I got to wait another year to get it.
Yeah,
that's wild. Like why? I know why for me. I know why for Ink Spots. I know why for a lot of other people. There's some people I don't know why. So I would like to.
Tell us your secrets.
Tell us your secrets. But yeah, I don't want to sit there and have to crunch down a page a day and worry about that kind of a deadline because it can be stressful. And you don't get that quality that we put into these. But like I said, I don't see you can do a book every other month if you were doing like if you was doing this all the time. I don't see how that could not be an issue.
Or maybe something along the lines of not necessarily an anthology. Well, I guess so, but something that continues, like how they do in Japan with their Shonen Jump and stuff.
Well, an anthology would work.
And that comes out every 2 months. You know what I mean? And then you continue the stories, and it's like, oh.
Well, you could do a monthly anthology in all reality, because if you have like 4 different artists doing pages of their own story, like Marvel Comics Presents or Dark Horse Presents or something like that in that regard, but those aren't out anymore for a reason. People want the full context all in one go sometimes. So, but if you want a monthly book, that's probably the best way to do it in the non-crowdfunding aspect. That is, like, let's say Ink Spots and I do Frog G. We end up making enough money that Unhinged Entertainment can actually publish and distribute, as they see fit, pretty much. A monthly best way to do it would be then a anthology. I draw 4 pages, Ink draws 4s or something. We get Baron and Plagal and and therefore you have a full book, and 4 pages in a month is forget about it. That's easy. It's a page a week. You can't do a page a week. You better start going back to school or something.
Yeah, but start learning how to do taxes.
Yeah, exactly. you better be our businessman or something. So yeah, you're right. An anthology, as far as floppy goes, would be the best way to do a monthly in our realm. And then you got to split up those profits 4 ways. Or so on and so forth. You want to do it? Are you making enough money to do so? There's a lot of logistics behind it, but to me, I like I said, I think 6 books a year, that would be really good. If they're really good quality, even if they're 24 pages, I think that's doable. I know Death Dealer, when it first came out, it was a quarterly book. But yeah, I think every 2 months. You can probably put out a good product as long as you have everything.
I'm wondering too if I don't know if webtoons, if you can use webtoons, if that will hurt or or hinder you. And it's also a different format, which kind of sucks. But like, let's say in Webtoon, you go and you're doing your like Eric Hodson has the dreaded dinosaur man, right? And he's been working on it, and he's been doing this stuff, but now he's working on doing a collected edition physically. I'm wondering if that's like, so you're giving the content out there and people can read it for free, but if they want to own it physically in the format, then you'll be like, all right, here's a 42 page or a 32 page pretty much graphic novel that I did all the what I've done of chapter 1 of Dinosaur Man. Chapter 2 has already been up, but now we're doing chapter 1 physically, and now you can buy it. I feel like that might be kind of a happy medium.
I think Webtoons has that stigma that it's Webtoons. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people kind of be like, oh, it's just Webtoons. Anyone can do that. Like, it kind of has a some kind of baggage that goes along with it.
I mean, that is, but if your stuff is good.
But your idea isn't bad, because it's no different than somebody putting a crowdfunder up and having you back a digital tier.
Yeah.
Like, if you only sold the digital tier as the thing, and then later on you're like, okay, well, here's the physical, people will back it. Now, the only thing that comes into a problem is a lot of people may not, because they can just go read it for free. So some people may not even want to own it at that point. So,
yeah, I mean, of course,
but I like physical media too. Like, I get where you're coming from. I would back it. So yeah. The
future is funny papers.
The future is funny papers.
We do the funny paper. We do the funny pages.
I like the funnies.
We do a newspaper.
I like it on
nothing
Sundays.
But funny pages.
I kind of wish I saved them. I don't know if they'd be worth anything at all, but our newspaper would put out like the funny pages like in a comic kind of on Sunday. Like, it would be a thicker funnies, and so it would be like kind of comic format. Like, it would be like, here's Haggard the Horribles on one page. Flip the page, you got Calvin and Hobbes. Flip the page, or maybe 2 pages of Calvin and Hobbes, because there's just more content because the paper's thicker. So it'd have its own little book. I really wish we saved those.
That sounds like it's neat. I don't think we appreciated the funny pages when they were around.
No,
they had like Dick Tracy, and like some of them had the Phantom.
Phantom, Spider-Man was even in them too.
Yeah.
But then you had the classics like Calvin and Hobbes. Like, that's where it came from, and it blew up. So,
Calvin, what's that? Bill Watterson?
Yeah, Watterson.
Yeah, Bill Watterson. His page layouts were sick, dude. How simple they were.
Genius.
Just like, what? Yeah, I got 3 volumes on the bookshelf over there.
That guy is a genius, because I don't think he's dead. So yeah, he's a genius.
He just stopped.
He's like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I made millions. I'm done.
Yeah, let's do some merchandise. No,
we're done.
No merchandise.
Merchandising.
Yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes flamethrower.
Yeah, as soon as that kid came out, I'd be like, merchandise the hell out of all this shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, I saw it all. My soul's in there too. Why not? I kind of had a little Phil Collins vibe to that intro of that song.
Yeah, this one kind of sounds synth wavy.
Nice.
This is just stuff I found on YouTube, and I was like, cool, man, I can use this. Put it together in iMovie as an audio file. And then here we go.
Yeah, I just play the Ducks. It's on StreamYard.
It's a staple now. You can upload your own music on there too.
You can. I'm just lazy.
There you go. Because then people will be like, "Where's the Ducks?"
Yeah, dude, it's funny. Sometimes because if there's regular conversation going, I don't notice it. But once it's quiet for a couple of seconds, I'm like, I should be feeding the ducks. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know it's not really terrible to have just dead air. That's not a sin. But I kind of like, oh man, we need to fill the silence. Fill that void with something.
Yeah. Sometimes it keeps it from getting a little awkward too.
Yeah, although the silence can help have people think about what they kind of want to talk about next and stuff like that. I gotta get going here soon though. So
yeah, I'm with you. Usually I stop at 12 anyway, so.
Okay.
probably be wrapping it up here in a minute. I'd like to go too late because I got to get up early, take the kid out to school anyway.
Oh wow, yeah.
So I guess we'll put a mouth on this one.
They don't need to talk. What am I doing here? Oh man. I mean, I'll be up for a little bit longer, but I gotta go take drugs and visit people.
I'm gonna keep working on this cartoon one. I like that one.
It's pretty good, dude. Nice.
That's the first one.
I like that one too, though.
It's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. It came out pretty good. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't the. I'll probably fix the eyes. I'll work on this one still. I really like.
I don't. You're right. The manga eyes are throwing that piece off.
Yeah, I'm just like, why'd I do that?
I don't know. You just did it. I encourage.
I didn't even mean to make him that big, but yeah, probably drawing too many cartoons. I was like, shit. So yeah, that was the first one with the turtle, and then she's gonna have boxes of ammo behind her and stuff. I was gonna throw goggles. This bandolier looks like butt. Like I'm just like, it's just not working for me right now.
Yeah, you can fix it.
So yeah, I think I might end up taking a picture and then doing it, working it up in Procreate because then I can tinker with it more.
Yeah.
And then this is the one that I drew.
Oh yeah, that's much more dynamic, much better.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. Very nice.
And then I'll add the ammo behind her. So I'm just gonna work on both versions.
Why not? Yeah, do it all.
Yeah, why not? Something different. You know, not that many people.
Well, because the other one is pretty different from this one. So
yeah,
it's
kind of the same, but like. I don't know why I started so tiny. Like I'm like, why am I drawing her so small?
It is tiny.
Why is she so small? Like I had all this empty space.
I'm the opposite. I usually accidentally draw too big at first.
Yeah. I think maybe because I wanted to fit the turtle on there. I think that was a problem. And then I wanted the turtle to be big. I started with the turtle. That's why I messed up here. I started with her.
Yeah.
Started with the turtle and like and worked my way up like this, and I think that's the. I was like, what? It's fucking weird.
Yeah, they're both looking good though, dude. I think I'm
gonna tweak them out.
Nice.
But yeah, I think we're gonna call it, dude. I think that's fine.
Yeah,
I think we're good. I want to appreciate. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank everybody for voting.
Yeah.
As well, we had a bunch of votes. I think that's what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm just gonna put like stuff. So we did the MERCmaid. So left over is Shotgun Samurai and Battle Brick Road were the other two, and I'll probably add a third one on there and then throw a poll up, or maybe I'll just do the two and let them duke it out.
Duke it out.
And then we'll see what we do next week. You know, that way Twitter, it's a Twitter post and they pick, and I think that'd be neat.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good idea. Nice.
So let's hear. I think it's I got that set up. I think we can hide this. We don't need that anymore.
How big I am.
So Jason, where can we find all your stuff, man? Plug yourself.
There, Unhinged on the Twitters, Unhinged on YouTube, Frog G. You have to go to my Twitter because we're shadow banned. It's pinned in my Twitter. So yeah, Frog G. Currently working on it.
Awesome. Check out my stuff out at mightybotstudio.com. And yeah, you guys know the deal. I'm tired. It's bedtime.
Hit that like and subscribe, everybody.
Yeah, just share, tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends.
And we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me, man. It's fun.
Anytime. Hey guys, JBot here. Let me tell you about MightyBotStudio.com. Now, MightyBotStudio.com is a hub for all of my content, including my YouTube, my Instagram, and also my Twitter. On top of that, we have a MightyBot Studio store where you can go and order yourself a pint glass. You can get a mug. We have multiple hoodies, t-shirts, and hat designs. So make sure if you guys haven't checked it out already, visit MightyBotStudio.com.